make like the moss patches that you had been told about that are effectively like healing potions in this world. I think you had found a couple green ones, maybe a red one, etc. And there's also that elephant in the room that Elzarin fell during this battle. And so, is there anything that anybody wants to do, or did we discuss this at the end of the last time we played? I honestly can't remember.
We did give him a burial and also looted some things.
No, we didn't bury him.
We didn't bury him, we just looted him. Now we're just trying to bring him back to town.
No, Reamer is carrying him currently.
That's right. You stuffed him in your chest hole, right?
Well, just kind of over the shoulder, but like took the stuff and we're gonna get home and we're gonna burn him, as Daryl would say to.
That's right. That's right. All right.
Release him into the fire.
You guys start making your way back. I'm assuming that's what you guys do. Like you're heading back the way that you guys came into the swamp.
Yeah, I think we're heading back the same way.
Okay. As you guys make your way back through the swamp, and I'm not going to make you like have to walk through each one of the maps. You see that there are still those large frogs around, but none of them are being actively aggressive towards you. In fact, most of them kind of like kind of jump or sink into the mud or just croak at you as you walk by. None of them getting too close. And you kind of start to come out of the swamp and you start making your way back towards the village. And if you'll remember that it was I think what maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours journey to get back to the village from the swamp when you guys had left. And you're almost back to the village and you hear what sounds like the start of a commotion, like people yelling, but yelling in. I'm gonna say that like it's like it on the seashore. So like if you're walking back to town from where the swamp was, following the coastline, the sea is to your left, inland is to your right. The village of Port Tusk is going to be sort of coming up dead in front of you as you follow this path, and you start to hear this commotion by the seashore. What do you guys do?
How far away is this from town?
You're probably about, I'd say, an hour from town. You've made it about halfway back to town.
Commotion. We have a dead
Like,
body.
like you hear yelling, like one this sort of voice that almost sounds like trumpeting, like it's sort of like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr," and you hear like another voice, kind of like another voice in response, and it sounds. Both voices sound like they're being aggressive towards each other from where you guys are. If you want to like kind of peek your head over the top of the hillside, or sort of like make your way towards the seashore a little bit, I'll say that you guys can kind of like stealth your way over there if you want to try to see more if you want.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we would go over there. What kind of commotion is it? Like just a.
It sounds like voices um, that are yelling back and forth at one another. But one of them sounds very. It sounds odd. Like it sounds almost like it's a musical instrument. Nah, I don't want to say musical instrument. It sounds like it's like think of think of if someone was playing a tuba, but a voice that sounded like a tuba.
All right. Are we checking this thing out or no?
I mean, might as well just look. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't think we're gonna get involved though. I just want to give our friend a burial. I mean, having his body on us is something that we just kind of want to burn it while it's fresh, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so like you probably got a couple hours before it starts to rot. Like the rot starts. Just saying.
But
Just saying.
I think like TJ's saying, um, we kind of go and check it out, but the intention is not to get involved.
Understood. Understood 100%.
In
So you guys kind of make your way towards where this sound is coming from, and much like where the initial battle you guys had in the Land of Shark, which was with those giant crabs, you you see like a rocky sandy coast shore. You see that there is like what looks like a large ship that has been battered and broken, and it looks like it's been there for quite some time. This doesn't look like a recent thing. And you see as you get closer, there are two figures. Um, the first figure that you see that you notice is the one that's making the louder, more again, not musical, but I can't think of something else to use as a word. Uh, is actually this creature that looks like it's made up of like swirling like smoke and air and like dust, and it seems to be like yelling at this other figure, and that figure I think I'm going to let Kevin describe.
Oh, that is easier if I do this. Let's see. Where do we have this? Boom. Where are you? Okay. One more click. Yeah. Alright, so you see a green skinned, red finned, almost like what kind of like monster would this be? Would it be almost like a lizard folk type person, but not exactly. Seems very what's it called? Water, more attuned to the water in nature than generally lizard folk are. And he's got no armor on, and he's got a trident and a crossbow on his back. And he's just this big green guy who's standing there. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's arguing.
It's so this like wispy wind looking thing basically says to you like in Aquan. Is that the language? Is that your language? Aquan.
No, so who again? That's
So,
what it
okay.
says anyway.
Okay, so yeah, it says in sort of a broken language that you can understand. The Viscount orders you to return, and I don't know. What do you say in response to that?
What did he call it?
The Viscount.
Viscount.
So it's like it's like a title of nobility.
Yep. I'm just trying to think. Figure out what this guy would be saying. I don't know how you found me, but the Viscount will not be hearing about my location and try and sabotage me anymore.
And in response, the creature kind of like just like it doesn't really have a face. It's just sort of like these swirling motes of air and everything. But its mouth opens, and instead of saying anything else, it just like lets out this like long like sound and out over the oceans. And I think I'd like everybody to roll some initiative for me. Characters that were not part of that conversation, you can do what you want on your turn. Just give me some initiative.
All right. So this new guy has a 22.
22 for Nish. Okay.
Yep. And Reamer has an 8.
An 8 for Reamer. Okay.
Baller has a 19, and Sarah has 11.
First off. Okay. And I think what we should probably do is give you guys something to look at besides the swamp. So. Let's pull you guys over here. And I put you guys kind of down here in the left-hand corner. You like, I know it's like, I just need to get you guys on this map. I'm going to say that there's like a dune in front of you or so, or like that you guys have kind of like peered over the top of. You see this like battered remnants of a ship, and you see this dude that, Kevin, I didn't know what you were going to choose, so I just sort of
Yeah, that was the
as an icon up there for you.
one of the other ones I was looking at.
Yeah. And cool. And then you also see this dude, rather large, just sort of like air-based creature that just opened its mouth and was like, woo, out over the ocean in response to you saying, I'll never go back. And so with that, initiative goes first to the new guy, who I will continue to call you that until you tell us a name for yourself.
Yes. Cool. So yeah, he's gonna take out his crossbow and unload into this guy.
Kevin, are you muted?
Maybe I am.
Okay.
So in that case, I get to repeat myself, which is cool. So he's going to take out his crossbow. He's just gonna pull that thing down and just fire into this guy.
Okay.
Alright, so let's do this thing. Alright, that's a good one. Alright, cool. So he fires, his first shot is a 28.
Oh, dude, you are breaking up big time. I don't know if it's my reception or what. All right, so try it again. You rolled your first shot. Sounded like it was good. What happens?
Yeah, 28. So he does.
Couple quick questions. Yep. One, firing your crossbow. Your crossbow does piercing damage and is magical or non-magical.
I'm not sure if would this.
If it doesn't, if it doesn't have a +1 to it, it's not considered a magical weapon unless a condition that the weapon has specifically. I was going to say unless
when you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon,
then it is magic. I was going to say if the weapon has a condition modifier.
Oh, it's only on a critical. Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, that specifically says magical though. Then the weapon is considered magical. So yes.
Okay. That's unfortunate. But so yeah, that will be. Where is? Oh, do I not have 10s on this one? Fuck. Sorry.
Do I not have 10s on my 10-sided die? It's just blank.
No, it's the the app that I'm using, and it's like I've got different things in here, but apparently I don't have D10s for all the rolls. So it's like, oh, well, we'll have to throw those in. So it was not that much damage. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. All right. This bolt like seems to go in and disrupt some of the sort of swirling air in this thing, and the damage does go through.
Then the next strike was a... How much am I adding to this? 26.
That is also a hit.
That
I would hope.
is... Where did it go? Oh, fucking A. 5.
Okay.
Coming in swinging hard.
Okay, so you come in and you're like, nice. Are you doing anything else in your turn?
I don't think so, because the only one-handed weapon, that's bonus action, give yourself advantage. Nope.
Do you wish to move? Because you didn't move.
No, not just yet.
Okay. All right. That ends New Guy's turn, and it goes to Baller. Baller, you imagine this dwarf has crept up and peered over the top of a sand dune. You see this sort of like shipwreck beachscape in front of you, and these two, I mean, call it for what it is, these two monsters are like having at it. Kevin, when you spoke back to this creature, this wind creature, did you say that in common, or did you say that in Sahuagin or Sahugin or whatever?
That would have been in Sahuagin.
Okay. All right. So, Baller, you have no idea what these two things have been saying to each other. I don't believe that you speak Aquan.
I do not. I do not. So... I don't know if the whole party has a common tongue. I know that Baller can talk with Reamer in Dwarvish,
That's true.
but
Well,
Seraph would not know what's going on.
The party does have a common tongue in common, but apart from that, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that,
And then-
would be secretive between, yeah.
What does Seraph have?
Infernal, Celestial, Abyssal.
Just all
Cool.
the fucking weird ones.
All the fun ones.
Yeah. Speak,
cool.
speak heaven and hell.
Yeah, fair.
Alright.
So Baller isn't really sure what to do. He's hearing these monsters talking right before this started. The party wanted to just go on their way and go to town and bury his friend, but I mean, he's okay with looking at a fight. I'm gonna go over here to get a closer look and
Okay. Are you trying to
just
be
be
stealthy
ready
about it?
to. No, not really.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
come over here and keeping my distance, but I'm going to be ready to defend myself. Meaning, if one of these tries to threaten me, because right now they're both monsters to me, if one of them tries to threaten me, I will attack that one, whichever attacks first.
Understood. Okay. All right. All right. That was Baller. It goes to this creature that's been calling you out, and it slides up and occupies your space. It has a weird ability where it can do this, and it goes to attack you twice, and its voice says, "We must bring you back." And I'm gonna roll. Where's my dice? Boom, and then does a 16 hit you,
It does not.
Kevin?
Okay, so I was muted. It does not.
Okay, so this like huge, almost cartoony sized fist comes swinging down at you and just erupts into the stand, and like it kind of explodes sand all over you. And then it comes in for a second strike. Oh man,
That also
misses
does not.
twice. I had a strong feeling that did not touch you. All right, so that was the creature's turn. It Oh wait, yes, and I'm going to need you to give me a strength saving throw.
17.
You like all like as the creature entered into your space and started swinging its fists at you. You felt like all of a sudden this like wind and air starts ripping around you and attempts to like shove you out of its space. You saved, so you are only going to take. I've got to roll this.
This sounds like too much.
Don't worry. You are going to take 17. What is half of that is what?
8.
5, 8. So you take 8 points of damage, and then I got to roll something else that I am going to roll over here. Okay, and that is the end of its turn. And so it goes to Seraph.
Seraph is going to come over here and try to just tell them, hey, break it up. Heard them speak common or anything, but I think I'll just try to reason with them.
Okay. So
I wanna try to like break up the fight. I want to physically involved.
Being like a persuasion. Like what are you thinking?
I don't even know if they'll understand me, but that's going to be the first move, is to verbally tell them to stop.
So roll me a persuasion check.
What do I get with the comb? Or do I need to be attuned to it first?
No, I don't. I'm not sure if we said you had to be attuned to it now, so I won't go back on that. But the comb gave you. Oh shit! I gotta go back and find the stats on the comb. Elzarin, I don't suppose you knew off the top of your head.
I made an item of that. If you use it, you get. Hold on. My characters, Elzarin. So it is called Comb of Diplomacy. You just search that.
What's it do?
You fucking search it and it gives it to you. It gives you +4 to charisma checks for 8 hours as long as you use the brush.
I gotta use it. All right.
Why do you think he kept coming out with new hairdos every day?
Well, that was something that Elzarin just had as a sorcerer. Like that was just like a thing that happened because it's like a feature of like some like weird quirk or whatever. And it's like, oh, cool. And then there was a comb, and it's like perfect. But he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. Just a dead fire bo 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 bo. Maybe too many bows in there, but that's okay.
Point made. Point made. So TJ, what did you get for this persuasion roll?
As long as you brush. Okay, I guess I would brush then, and then
So you walk up, you pull this brush out, you start brushing your hair, your beard, whatever,
All I can
maybe your
imagine
shins.
is like fucking grease or something. Just like, hey baby.
with a shield and a comb in my hands,
Oh,
I
And
shall
grease
approach,
lightning.
comb my hair back like I've seen Elzrin do 1,000,000 times, even though I've known him for only a month. And I will do that, and then I got a 29.
wow.
Jesus.
Okay.
Right.
That is, with this, I have a +10 because of the comb.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So I think we'll deal with new guy first. New guy, you hear another voice, and although the air is still like whipping around you because you're in the sort of like domain of this wind creature, you hear this voice and you look over your shoulder and you see Seraph and this guy. And now, are you talking in common? Like, what language are you speaking in, Seraph?
Common.
Okay.
Infernal. I assume they're
I'm
monsters.
just speaking. Every monster speaks the dark tongue. So you hear this guy in a language that you can understand, saying this to you, and stop, break up the fight. And what do you do? I would say that, like, because he's giving a persuasion check, you could try to insight him, or you could try to resist. I think, like, for persuasion in 5e, there's what is the like sort of
So it would be
anti-skill.
insight. I'm wondering, but it's like it's weird because it's not really like a because it's even with NPCs, like persuasion doesn't necessarily like. Well, all right, well, I just cast hold person on you basically. So like I'm gonna like now that like I hear this and like know that there are things there, I would call out, and I would actually throw a persuasion out myself, if I could
persuade the
in
persuader.
response, to see if I could get help, because this creature is threatening me.
So let's resolve the first one first. So roll an insight check first on this dude that just was like, "Hey, you should stop fighting."
Come on. 13.
You believe I'm being sincere.
Yes.
I believe that you think that we should stop fighting.
You feel like this this neutral third party has entered the combat and is it seems to be really rooting for you to stop the fight, and you kind of feel a little inclined to do that, except for the fact that this thing clearly is telling you it's going to take you back somewhere that you don't want to go, and also it just tried to fucking smash your face in. I don't like. I guess the question I'll ask you guys is, like, what do you see the persuasion check like doing in with regards to the two combatants, like Seraph? Like, do you feel that like, I mean, you crushed it, but do you think that stop the fight, or do you think it would just momentarily abate before they're like, no, we're not going to do that?
I mean, with Kevin being a player character, he can just completely ignore to do that, because I would just be calling out to him, hey, I think you should do that. If the monster could understand me, if he understands common, then I feel like I would get through to him that he would back off, and then I would like actually try to, you know, tell Kevin's character to back off and like try to talk about this. But if he can't even understand common, then like the persuasion check, even if it's really good, I understand if it does nothing because he could not understand me.
I think.
So
It
all right.
also does depend on the creature itself, because if it's something where it's like if there's a chance to convince this thing, that's fine. But like there might be creatures out there that are just like, who is this insignificant thing that's trying to speak to me, as though I would care.
Okay. I think I know.
Braveheart.
Yeah. I think I know what's
King
going to
Lear.
happen. So this creature, like the winds, kind of abate, and this creature moves right here. You are no longer in its whipping winds, new guy, and in that sort of like tuba like voice, it just goes to Seraph. It says, "Are you aiding this creature?"
I don't know this creature, but I have made a pledge to stop violence, and I want to know what's going on here.
It like its face like doesn't register anything, and it just repeats itself. Are you aiding this creature?
If you are threatening this creature, I will defend it. But
It just and as you say that, it just opens its mouth again and like lets that like foghorn like whoa sound go again. Are you doing anything else in your turn?
do I feel like this thing is threatening me when it does the wah sound?
Give me an insight check.
A 12.
With a 12, you don't feel like it's trying to communicate with you anymore. It's definitely doing something else. But it's done that twice now, and nothing seems to have happened. So you're not 100% on that. But you don't feel like it's something that's aiding you in any way.
All right, I think just because it's not directly threatening me, I would just take the dodge action, raise my shield, and that would be it.
Okay. All right. Cool. That was Seraph. It goes to Reamer. Reamer, what are you doing?
He is going to walk over. Let's turn him this way. He's gonna walk over because at this point he has definitely stowed Elzarin away.
Hurriedly dug a hole and threw him in some sand.
No. He's like stowed him within himself. It's like for the long trek. It was like,
Gotcha.
okay, let's get you in here. He was a little bigger. Elzarin was bigger but lanky. And fortunately for Reamer, he found him to be flexible.
Oh, gross.
And so yeah. And so he walks up and he just goes there.
Was that a double move? Was it a
Yes,
double move to get over
it
there?
was.
Okay. All right.
So yeah,
cool.
he just walks up there, and that's going to be it for what he does.
Okay. All right.
He just walks up closer and says, "Do not fight. We have had too many losses today."
And so like, I imagine that, like, as you say that, this initial creature that's been battling with new guy kind of is just like has just stopped making like that foghorn sound. And that brings us to the top of another round. And as that happens, I gotta do. Nope, that's not how I do that. I'm gonna do it like this. Damn it, Roll20. Sometimes you're really helpful on it, sometimes you're a pain in the ass. Okay, we're gonna go boom. Nope, where did that go? Emerging out of the ocean is another one of these things, and it rolled initiative earlier and has a 24 for initiative. So
I
that
knew
one.
it. You were never planning to leave here peacefully. You were going to take me by choice anyway. He says in Sahuagin to this thing.
It's like its head just turns back to you, and it's like, we have a writ for your return. And
Yo, rich
nope.
shit.
And so this thing is going to fly over to do the same thing to Baller that this one did to you. However, Baller has a prepared action, so Baller gets to use that upon TJ coming back in, and then we'll resolve that.
But he chooses not to.
Well, he had said that he'd be right back, so I think he.
Okay. I didn't hear the be right back. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Of course you didn't hear it. You have to read.
You have to read the words.
Yeah, I forgot that TJ's playing a paladin who is charismatic because paladin.
Well, yeah. I was actually like, does the paladin path like give you like things that you have to do? You know, like try to resolve conflict before you fight, or like try to like redeem someone, like
No,
so you
I mean,
can't kill them right out.
There's suggestions,
Mine
but
does.
I mean, you can play a paladin as a murder hoboe of the murder hoboeist. But I mean, it suggests things like that. Like there's passive ones and things to that effect. It's cool
it's
some of
just
the
like
suggestions they give, but you know, some of them
Alright.
it's just like yeah. I mean, of course, but of course they're gonna give those suggestions.
It's yeah, each pledge is unique, and it says that you don't need to follow a god or anything. But you should respect your pledge, and it
Okay.
does say in there that like if you go against your pledge, you need to seek a cleric to talk about your sins or something like that.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
mean,
So
it really depends on the, like Kevin was saying, like how cool the DM plays it out with the guy. It's like, hey, you're not playing by your pledge. That's the whole paladin's thing. Or like, you can do anything.
what is your pledge?
Pledge of redemption, and part of a lot of the things is seeing the good in everything except for undead and devils. Anything that is inherently like evil that I know like in its very nature is evil, I can see that and I will attack right away because I know that I can't redeem it. But if I see like any humanoid, even if they're lawful evil or chaotic evil or anything, I give that thing a chance because I know inherently maybe I can flip it, or that's what it's supposed to be, and then I have like bonuses just to prevent conflict, I guess.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So good stuff to know about Seraph. Interesting. All right. So speaking of the other character that Seraph controls, Baller, at the beginning of round 2, because we have just made it to the beginning of round 2, in response to that foghorn-like beckoning, another one of these air wispy creatures came out of the ocean and immediately went to attack Baller. Baller, you had a readied action, and you can most definitely take that action.
Oh, damn. Okay. So it's not Baller's turn yet. This is just the reaction.
Correct.
Cool. Alright. Then Baller will attack. Ooh, that is an 18 plus 9, 27.
That is definitely a hit. You guys are well, I mean, clearly only 2 of you have been rolling attack rolls, and I mean an incredible persuasion check, but you're crushing your rolls tonight. Wow.
Those pluses. So then I just deal damage.
I just deal damage. Just deal damage.
16 points of damage.
Oh, all right, 16 points of damage. Okay. Great hit. However, same thing that happened to New Guy. This creature enters into your space, and the winds that are what makes this creature up start to whip around you. First thing it does is it comes in, it's going to try to punch you twice. Roll. First one coming in. 23 hit you?
It does.
Okay, and I'll roll the second one. Does an 18 hit you?
Yep.
All right. So I need to roll. Right. The first punch does 11 points of damage. It is bludgeoning, so you are not currently raging, so I don't get the benefit of reducing it, right?
Right.
All right, so first one does 11 points of damage, and then the second one does 16 points of damage, and then I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
$26.
All right, so you are going to take half of this. You take 6 additional points of damage as like these buffeting winds smash into you and sort of like whip against you, and sort of like the sand kind of like tears against like the corners of your eyes, and sort of like a piece of like debris kind of like smashes into your shin. You take 6 additional points of damage from that, and then that is the creature's turn, and it goes to the New Guy.
All right, the New Guy's gonna throw out two shots at this air boy in front of me. All right, the first one is I think it's gonna hit because it ends up being in the 20s. 24.
Jesus, yep, that's it.
The next one does not hit, but the first one is
just so you know, like they don't have a crazy AC. So like, what was the second one?
10.
All right, that was low enough. All right, all right.
But 10 points of damage on the first one.
Okay, 10 points of damage. Got it. Marked down. All right. Again, your arrow goes right through. Quick question, Baller. When you swung and you did your 16 points of damage, what were you swinging with? What is your weapon?
Slashing, and it is a +1 sword.
Okay, perfect. All right, then no props there. All right. Okay, New Guy, one of those bolts sort of sinks into the wisping membranes of this thing's figure. The other one goes wide. What else are you doing on your turn? Are you done?
Nope, that was it.
All right, cool. That goes to Baller. Baller, you find yourself in this creature's area. What do you do?
Swing away.
All right.
Great Weapon Master. Attack. Nice.
Are you raging or not raging?
Good call. I will
That's
rage
my secret.
before that for sure.
Yeah, I was just like, I always forgot to do that when I was playing my barbarian, and that's why I was like, do you want to do that? You probably do.
Prior, yeah. So that is a 17.
That is a hit.
Sweet. Alright, +2 because raging. So that is 13 points of. Oh, no. I forgot the +10.
I was gonna say
That is 23 points. 23 points of slashing.
Wow.
And
I think I'm gonna have to put a mark on that guy, right? Just right off the bat with that kind of hit.
and 9 points of radiant damage.
An additional 9 points on top of the 23.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
it's a radiant.
Okay. All right. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Second attack.
Second attack.
Okay. Kind of Great Weapon Master again because that worked out, and that is the exact same roll. That is another 17.
That's another hit. God damn it.
Damn. I rolled double ones, but that is still 20 points of damage.
And then additional radiant, or is that all together?
The radiant only is off the first attack.
Oh, okay. So 20 points total on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's add to that, and I need to put another mark on this guy because that was fucking ridiculous. Definitely bloodied. It's like where the winds are creating this creature's shape. There's like gaps now, just missing. So like if this was like something that wasn't compressed totally of air, you would expect that there'd be like blood and viscera and stuff. You seem to literally be like knocking chunks and bits of air out of this thing, and it's not like regaining its shape. It's looking pretty bad. All right, end of your turn.
End of my turn.
Okay, then it goes to this guy. He's going to. He doesn't have that yet, so he's going to stay right where he is, and he's going to swing twice at new guy. So let's do this.
Nice.
Another one swinging against new guy.
He's a
All right, how about a 19? Does a 19 hit you,
19
new
will
guy?
hit. Yes.
Kevin, you might be muted.
But I thought I hit it again. Yeah, but then I hit it again, and it shouldn't have. So, what the fuck, unless I accidentally double did it. But anyway, so yes, that is a hit.
Okay, and so you are going to take 16 points of damage, and then I'm going to roll a secret roll. Okay, nice. All right, and I think that is all I can do with this creature on this turn. So it goes to Seraph. Seraph, what are you doing?
Joining in the fight. I had my eyes on this one. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna run up. up to that guy and attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
14.
14 is a miss. They do have an armor class, and it is better than that.
The next roll is a 15.
And that is exactly what their armor class is. You found it.
Cool. Clear. Okay, not bad. That's 12 points of damage.
Okay. 12 total.
12 total.
Okay. 2 2 2s. Let's do that. Then we got to put a mark on this guy. Boom. All right. All right. You moved up 2 attacks. Are you doing anything else?
That is it.
Okay. In that case, it goes to Reamer. Reamer, what are you doing?
So Reamer is going to. I think Reamer's gonna do what Reamer does.
Stuff more bodies into your body compartment?
No, that's one thing that he's done, but like,
It's not my only thing.
I mean, actually, let's see. Where can I get to? Oh, maybe I could get to there if I go that way. Yeah. That way I don't go within range. Yeah. So Reamer is gonna provide the light of the forge for these guys in the form of giant spinning spirit anvils to their wind face.
I love it. I love it. It's as Looney Toony as it can get, but
Yes.
I love it.
It's like absolutely that.
Okay, cool. And that takes effect at the start of their turn, right?
Yes, or when they
Yeah.
enter or whatever. But yeah.
Well, obviously they're
Yeah.
both in it, so as their turn starts. So, okay, cool.
Wisdom 15. Wisdom. It's wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. I'm literally writing that on the sheet in front of me so I can remember. Okay. It goes back to the top of the order. The first one up is the one that's been bloodied. That is enveloping Baller right now, and so I'm going to roll wisdom. So that straight d20. No, that's not what I wanted. That definitely doesn't pass. So what do you do for damage?
So that would mean I'm doing
Also, you're muted.
that. Oh man, not as great. Unfortunately, I saw the lower ones first. 7.
7. Okay, so that is going to drop him to. Okay, and he is looking really bad. Put another mark on him because he's been dropped down to a quarter or somewhere there within. But it is his turn, and he's going to move outside of the range, still maintaining his area right there, and he's going to try to slam Baller twice. Here we go. Natural 1. That's not going to hit you. And another fucking.
Because I'm inside him.
This. I'm not gonna lie. This is why I was like, nobody needs to roll with roll 20 because roll 20 is fucking terrible. But okay, so
That's
that
an
was
interesting
that.
statement, Baller.
He knows it.
And Baller, you notice that even though you are inside this creature's like area, it you don't have for some reason you don't have to make a save this round on that creature.
Interesting.
All right, so that was that guy, and then it goes to new guy. It is your turn, new guy.
All right, new guy's gonna dial it up. He's going sharpshooter on these shots,
Oh, pew pew pew!
and he's gonna
What
bonus
the-
action so that he is shooting with advantage because he uses fighting spirit.
Nice, nice.
He gains 5 temporary hit points as well.
Okay.
Let's save. Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Did you take? You got hit by one punch, right? You did take one hit so far.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking if like I was hit by Saitama. It's like, oh, I died.
No.
So, yes, I have been hit.
Okay.
Okay, so the strikes are coming in. We have. Holy shit! There's no fucking way that happened. 3 of my attacks were 4s. One of them was an 11, which plus 4 gets me just to 15. So just the number. And that's gonna be plus 10. So it's got 18 on that attack.
Oh, wow.
So
Good hit.
when it did finally one of them go through, it went through.
It went through, and he is now bloodied after that. Most definitely. Okay, cool. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, I'm good with that.
Okay, cool.
Actually,
That was-
if I moved, actually I can't move. I don't have control of this guy, so never mind.
Oh, you don't? I'm sorry.
I don't yet.
Wow. You should have control now.
Cool. Yeah. I believe that gives us flanking there, right? On
Yes,
this
it does.
monster?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I would move there.
Okay.
Because I'm inefficient.
All right, so it goes to Baller. Baller, who is in the air guy.
Okay.
Good for you. Be
Good for you.
It doesn't feel as great.
so it's only for the wind guy. All right.
Great. Yep. Great weapon master attack, and that doesn't hit because that's a 12 total.
That does not hit.
But great weapon master attack number 2. That is a 17 on the die.
That's
So plus 4. That is a 21.
That's different. Well, 21 minus 5. Is that right?
No, 26 minus 5.
Oh, sorry. Then, absolutely hit. Absolutely hit.
Roll. Beyond has been giving me good hit rolls, but like horrendous damage.
Damage.
rolls. Even though Baller just does crazy fucking damage to begin with, so that is 22 points of slashing. And where is that? Divine.
Come on. Come on,
Fury.
one. Come on, one.
Rolled 2 plus 4. That is a 6.
All right, and with that, you basically like your blade just like severs whatever was holding these wind gusts together, and this guy's no more.
Yeah, couldn't handle me inside him.
Wow,
Baller says completely seriously,
wow.
not understanding. Who's that guy
Yeah.
from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Which one?
Boyle.
Boyle, yeah.
Is it-
Oh, the captain.
No. Boyle's Jake's best friend.
Oh,
The captain is oh fuck.
I forget
Captain
who they. I
Raymond
forget.
Holt.
It. Yeah. Just always Johnny Straightface.
No, he's not. He's not having a very good day. How can you tell?
He always looks that way. What? Yeah. All right. So baller. Well done. I can't believe I rolled 2 1s against you on my last attacks. What else are you doing on your turn? Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I killed something, so that's pretty cool. And this guy's within reach, so I get to go over here and use my bonus action to attack because I killed something.
You
Great
definitely
weapon
do.
master.
Great. Yep.
And let's attack. And you gotta make it great weapon master.
Why not?
Okay. Fucking beyond. Like it hit the corner of the screen. It was gonna be a 1, and then it hit the screen, and then it rolled back and got a 17 on the die.
Damn it.
26 minus another 21 total.
Yep.
Roll something high. Oh, okay, that's good. +2 plus 10. That is 27.
27 total, or do you have addition to add on to that?
27 total.
Okay. Cool. So that's going to be that. I got to put a mark on this guy because it's definitely been reduced. All right. That was baller. I got to do one more thing because emerging as that ends from the ocean is a late player to this party. One more of these dudes, and he comes over here and grabs a piece of this like broken ship and is going to hurl it at Reamer. Let's see what I can do. Back here, this.
Hit the guy in the back.
Well, it's clear. It's clearly there's a swirling Looney Tune thing of damage happening all around him. So, let's see what he can get.
That's just barely a hit, but yes.
It's just. I know. That's what's so fucked up. All right, so I'm gonna roll. Let's do it this way. Okay. Oh, look at all those ones. God damn it. You take 22 points of damage as like piece of
Jesus Christ.
just debris comes in and smashes into you, which would mean that your con save in order to maintain your spell is what, an 11?
Yep.
And I assume, since you have advantage on that, unless you roll ones like I'm rolling tonight, you're fine.
Come on.
The hell did he take up off the ship? Make sure you save
Yep.
that, because that's powerful.
All right. We'll rebuild
A
a.
piece of wood is legendary.
It's legendary wood. So, Kevin, I assume you made it. You're fine.
Yep.
All right, cool. That was that one's turn. Seraph, you are up. Nope, I'm sorry. Air guy number 1, who has been, who is currently in the middle of this shit, needs to make a wisdom save, which is just a straight d20 roll. Does not make it. So Reamer, full damage of anvil. What does he take?
11.
11. Okay. He is not looking great at all, but he is going to get you guys both.
Oh.
I can't get you both. All right. He's gonna move into Baller's face because Baller just really took his face off, and he's going to take 2 swings
You
at Baller.
guy, attack him.
That's true. Attack of opportunity as he steps out of
Pew.
your 5 foot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. He's gonna be shot.
He's gonna be shot.
Come on. Oh. Yeah, that'll be 20 something.
All right, that's a hit.
Ooh, and that one's finally a good roll on the damage. So that ends up being 12, I believe. Yep.
So that how do you foresee, or how would you like to tell that this shot takes down this air dude?
I'll definitely be saying something about, like, I already tried to warn you. You weren't leaving here with already finding me. No one's gonna disrupt my plans. And I say that in Sahuagin to him as
Okay.
I shoot him as he moves away from me.
Dead.
Pew, arrowed.
Okay. And so now it goes to Seraph.
Cool. That guy's all the way over there. I'm gonna move over and Ray of Frost.
Okay. Right. Roll to hit.
God damn it. 14.
That is a miss. That is a miss. Alright. You moved, you cast a spell. Are you doing anything else?
Sarah. Bonus actions. Nothing else.
Okay, cool. Reamer, you are up. What are you doing?
He's gonna just be turning this way and heading 30 feet.
Okay.
Lamb. Turn.
Do you choose that this does not affect the new guy, or is he now in the ship?
Currently I'm going to say that yeah, it seems as though we're helping him in this situation. So it doesn't seem to make sense to have this hurt him yet.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, are you doing anything else on your turn?
Nope. Actually, you know what? I have an action. I'm gonna dodge. Might as well.
Okay. All right, take the dodge action. All right. Goes to new guy.
New guy's just gonna stay where he is, and do a double sharpshooter.
Pew, pew. All right, roll to hit.
All right. What do we have? We've got a miss and a hit.
All right.
So that's gonna be, and of course the hit on a lower one, exactly a 1. So that's going to be 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. All right, marked down. Got it.
And that'll do it.
Okay. After new guy, Baller. What are you doing, Baller? By the way, I didn't mention it, but way to be honest, guys. Like, I couldn't if you had said that you had healed or not as we walked into this, and it was cool to see that you guys were still like obviously as the DM, I'm like, awesome, I can try to murder them, but also like it was cool to see that you guys were honest as far as bars were. That's neat.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, I was. I was keeping track on roll 20 because I remember you saying that you would show us the mark on the enemy
Yep.
to show like a just a brief one, and then I've been filling in the health, and then I just realized, oh, it doesn't show up above your head unless you fill in like the total health too.
Mm-hmm.
And when I just discovered that, what was the last time we played? I think Kevin's game. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta do the full thing, and then it's over your head.
Yeah, it's for the DM. It's really cool. Like it's a like that for me. Like not having like the dots or something to go with. It's really cool to see. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it just gives you at least, some information. And then for me, even as like the healer, I can see that it's like, oh, okay, 36 versus 29 and whatever. It's like, yeah, but that's 36 out of 101. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a different situation sort of thing. So different information is like helpful to everyone. So it's cool that it's like, oh, yeah, let's do that.
I'm before I forget. So Baller, you ran up there. He's still just out of reach because I don't think you have a 10-foot reach. Are you doing anything else?
I do. I do have a javelin, and I just, in case, on the off chance that he doesn't attack me, I need to attack because I am raging. So
Okay.
I'm going to throw this javelin in his face.
Okay.
And it'd be actually pretty. Fucking miss. That's awesome.
And now you're pissed that you missed.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still raging, but
Yeah.
God fucking damn it! Get over here!
dude, just
You-
punch yourself in the face and see what happens.
No one did anything, and you guys just see like this dwarf run full sprint to the other side of the beach. He gets 5 feet away from this tornado guy, throws a fucking javelin, and it's just far off, just nowhere close.
I like imagine he like pulls out a javelin, like now that it's done. He pulls out a javelin, starts running across the beach with the javelin ready, just like ha, runs to within like 10 feet of this guy and throws it and loses it, and it just goes like straight up at like an 87-degree angle and just launches like way up, and it gets like blown by the air too, and then it just goes anime, just like into the sky until it goes ding.
Yeah, that quick
like,
like bling
fuck!
sound.
Now I've become an anime cliche. This is bullshit. Raw and rage.
All right, so that was Baller, and then it goes to this guy, and this guy, seeing that his two companions have been viciously cut down by the four of you, he says in Aquan, or in a language that only the new guy can understand. He says, "The Viceroy will be informed of this. You have been warned, and you are marked." And then he just sort of like floats back, and you guys see that like he doesn't go into the water, but the crashing waves kind of mask him, and then he quickly kind of disappears, and then he's gone. But because of where Baller ran up to, Baller, I'd love you to give me a perception check.
That is a net 1.
You you look up at the sky, and all of a sudden you hear like a following ding, and you see the javelin coming down, and it like sticks in the top of this lumber up here, and it's just high enough that you can't reach it. So you're like trying to grab the javelin. It's just out of reach. All right, so end of combat. New person. What do you guys want to do?
Well, the first thing is, once like that guy like escaped, I'm gonna be running into the water to see if I can like kind of see, like swimming in and seeing if I can see any trace of him.
Give me a perception check as you do that.
Okay. This one. That's That's not my specialty. 13.
13. You don't see him in the water, and it's not because he's hiding, it's because he's not in the water. And as you kind of like, I imagine you dive in, you're looking around, and as you look up, you realize that he is flying, and that these creatures actually have the ability to fly. And he was just like flying through the surf. The surf was kind of masking his trail. But you also notice that he is, at this point, almost 200 feet away from you.
So I have a range of 400 feet.
Yep.
I would like to make sure that he doesn't deliver that message to the Viceroy, if possible.
You can take some shots. I will say this, that without making you make an intelligence check, you know that these things have some pretty beefy health, and even like perfect circumstance, you probably wouldn't be able to bring this guy down before he's so far away that he's like outside your range.
All right.
You can take the shots. I'm not saying no to it. I'm just saying that just doing some quick math in your head, you realize that like your firepower probably won't bring this guy down in a couple shots.
All right. Well, I'm throwing out with advantage and sharpshooter because I have to manage to make this happen. So let's see what we've got.
Okay.
All right. So
Do you imagine that you're like shooting like through the water to get him outside of it, or like surfaced and like you're aiming and like taking a shot?
I'm like surfaced and
Okay.
taking it. I don't think I hit with one of these because that goes down to 4, and that's only 13, whereas the other one is a over 20. So I think I missed and I hit.
Yep, miss and you hit.
Okay, so I don't have one of those. So it ends up being 23 points of damage.
That is a considerable hit, but not enough to slow this thing down.
Would I have another opportunity before he's out of range?
So on his next move, he's going to take the dash action, which is going to move him another 180 feet away from you.
Okay, cool.
So I think you would probably have. I'll give you one more turn to try to do this.
All right. So yeah, same thing. Using up my.
Originally, I was going to give this guy like bonus coverage because of waves and stuff, but because this is sort of your favored terrain, I'm just keeping it where it is.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm going for it, sharpshooter and everything. Come on, kill this guy. Okay. So that is a hit, and that one's a hit, but that one's no, that wouldn't be a 20. So yeah, those are both hits.
Okay.
Um.
Total damage. What do you got?
So where is the other one? 13, 41.
Oh, dude, you were so fucking close to doing it. It had 48 hit points left. I'm like, he could do it. He could potentially do it. If he crits it, he's gonna do it. And this was actually the weakest of the three. I rolled for their hit points. This was the weakest of the three. So this was the one that you had the best chance of. But your second shot, they both hit. You see it kind of like stalls for a minute, especially after the second one. But then, like on its turn, it's just gone. Like it's just too far.
Fuck.
But that was pretty awesome. Like I'm like, is he gonna do it? And yeah, I'm like, I wrote it down. Like, 38. Let's see where he comes in. and you're like
Damn
40,
it!
and
That
I'm like,
second
oh, so
fucking
close.
miss killed me.
Yeah,
Or
if you
that
actually,
that
that
miss
first
on that
one,
last one. Ugh.
yeah.
Fuck! I went with everything too. Ah,
Jesus Christ.
fuck.
But okay, so
Fuck.
so this cursing fish man, you guys see him out in the waves after like taking these just like incredible, just far shots, and anyone except for Baller, who is still trying to grab his javelin off of the top of the boat where it's stuck in. Um, yeah, like I won't make you make perception checks or whatever, but you just see this go down and you're damn. All right, so yeah, so now what do you guys do?
All right. New guy's gonna come back to the shore and thank everyone for their help and introduce himself. His name is Tosh the Sawa.
Tosh. All right.
And yes, Tosh.
Tosh. All right. Nice to meet you. What was all of that about?
Oh, there are many things that I have happening.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take.
Uh,
But TJ, that's hysterical.
He was jumping for a while. I was
I know,
thinking
it's
eventually
just-
he'd make it with his strength.
I
Just
mean,
when you did
eventually
it-
I would have gotten the strength check. Or
Just
like
when you-
Reamer could have given me like 10 fingers eventually who he would have noticed or something. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It just you're starting to talk, and I just see the the Baller figure just going bounce, 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 bounce. Anyways, all right. So yes, go ahead. Sorry about that.
No problem. There are many things. As one of them you might notice is my race. I don't know if you've seen any of my kind before, but we are generally seen as vicious. And those are emissaries of those who are the cause of my kind being seen as a vicious race.
I see. So you've escaped your home?
Yes. But at some point I am going to have to make my way back. But I don't mean to bore you with my story. I appreciate your help. I think I must be going.
Well, you know this land, right?
I do.
We're rather new. Do you know of the settlement where in my notes? Why can't I think of it?
Port Tusk.
Port Tusk.
I know of it. I was actually headed there myself.
Well, seeing that that thing flew off very quickly, you might need some extra protection, and I think we could probably travel there together.
I would not turn down such an offer. It would be good to travel with the... Were there not 3 of you?
Just comes in like right beside him.
it.
I did it all by myself.
He's just so proud of himself. He's got this javelin.
Reamer, who has an excellent perception, was just watching the whole time and just congratulates him. Congratulations, Baller. I was not expecting you to get it in only 38 attempts.
I'm gonna have one more person make a perception check, and that is Tash Shazawa. Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. That's another 13.
All right. Yep. Nope. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. So, all right. So, the plan is you guys pack up and head back to Port Tusk.
Yeah.
All right.
See.
All right. Well, seeing as it is 11:15 right now, instead of getting too embroiled in anything crazy, I think that's be a good pause point. But little introductory battle. Good job, new team figuring each other out, and way to fight some air elementals.
Yeah. Yeah. Air elementals, definitely.
Yeah. So air elementals have a rechargeable ability that does that, like buffeting winds, that as long as a creature is within their space on the air elemental's turn, it has to make a saving throw against it. But it's like a breath weapon. You have to roll a recharge for it, and I, just like most of my rolls on D20 tonight, were piss poor, and so they showed up, they had it, and then it was like the one that was fighting Baller. I think I rolled a 2 and then another 2, and then the one that was the first one, it hit, and then I rolled a 3, and then I got the recharge, and that's why I was trying to make sure second for the attack he'd get the most of you that he could, but unfortunately not the case. But good job.
But just so you know, for future, Whirlwind does not. It's not like its own thing. That would be the action.
Well, when you read the action, it's creature in its, and it allows the elemental is allowed to move on its turn into your space.
Yeah.
So
and it's just something where it's like if just like if I were to cast a spell, it's like then it's just the effects of that spell. So it would choose to use Whirlwind instead of like its multi attacks, like its regular attacks, you know?
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Because those are different actions.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And you can see because like multi attack allows it to have the 2 slams, and so that's one of the actions, and then the other option for the action is the Whirlwind.
Okay.
Because I used these guys in the warehouse battle against you guys.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I'm like, wait a second, that's a little too much. So, just for future reference.
All right.
Although it sometimes makes it seem like it's like, yeah, that might actually make sense sometimes with how battles go. But
yeah, but oh well.
Yeah.
Good stuff, everybody, and we will touch base. Well, we'll probably all touch base on Saturday or Sunday. There you go.
Very cool.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Oh, Samurai Jack. That's right.
Damn.